Yo, what's good, homies? We are less than a week away from the series premiere of a new UK-based sports crime drama, Fightland. Now, this is another 50 Cent backed production, so if you like Power, Book 2, Ghost, and Force, which was Tommy's spinoff, or Raising Kanan, which is a prequel to Power and is currently airing right now. And speaking of Power, they are currently working on 2 more spinoffs for the Power universe. Power Origins, which is another prequel to Power but set after Raising Kanan based on the early days of Ghost and Tommy. And the second show, Power Legacy, which will follow the events of Tommy's show Power Force with Tommy Egan and Tariq St. Patrick. So if you like the Power universe, you have 2 more shows coming your way. The first official trailer that we get released starts off with the celebration of Duke Kilroy's victory, where he wins the WBC championship title. And right away, we get one of our first clues as to what this show is about when a journalist is asking questions to Kingsley Marshall, the head of Marshall Boxing Promotions and the Marshall crime family, about his boxing company being a front for illegal activity. That journalist is then threatened by Zeke Marshall, the son of Kingsley, with a pin to the ear for asking such a question. This right away tells us that this is the hothead of the family, the one who does shit before thinking things through, which is the very last person you should want around when you're running a crime family. But no one can choose their family, right? As the trailer moves along, we get the voice of our main protagonist explaining the story from his point of view. 8 years ago, our main character, Duke Kilroy, had everything he could want, but for some reason he was attacked by some goons and his brother was killed. Duke is under the assumption that his promoter, Kingsley Marshall, was the one responsible. Now we get a scene with some illegal activity before cutting to a press conference. Zeke is being asked by a journalist if it's true that his father has left him in charge of the family business. Now, apparently, Kingsley Marshall has been missing, and it's not clear why or how long he's been missing. I don't even think his children know where he's at. So that's another mystery that needs to be solved. Now, the children, Zeke along with his sister Cece, are taking control of both the street business and Marshall Boxing Promotions. We can see in the trailer that they get robbed for around $3.5 million worth of product, and naturally, they need to figure out who is messing with the family business. The last of the trailer is intercut with action scenes, shootouts, fights, and things to come in the season. But one thing is made abundantly clear: Duke is the one causing havoc in the family business. So let's break down some of the cast members. Our main protagonist is, of course, Duke Kilroy, played by Howard Charles, and we pretty much already know his backstory. Champion of the world, had everything, dead brother, revenge. Okay. Next, we have Kingsley Marshall, played by Nicholas Pinnock. Kingsley is the patriarch of the Marshall crime family. According to Duke, he is the one responsible for the tragedy in Duke's life, and we know he is currently missing. Moving on to Joy Marshall, played by Deborah Ayorinde. Now, we don't get much information about her from the trailer, but we do know that she is the wife of Kingsley and has some sort of relationship with Duke. The actress describes her character as being the trophy wife to Kingsley and being whatever she wants when she's with Duke. Now up next is Zeke Marshall, played by Charles Babalola. And we know he is the son of Kingsley Marshall, most likely a hot-headed kind of guy, one who acts before he thinks, definitely causes more problems than he solves kind of guy. He is taken after his father by trying to be a promoter and an underworld savage. His older sister, Cece Marshall, would be the brains of the operation, both trying to run operations while making sure her brother doesn't do anything stupid, which is probably a full-time job. She sees herself as being the one to take over after her father. Someone that was shown very little in the trailer, but important nonetheless, is Duke's best friend, Jay Hall, played by Tyler Conte. Very little is known about him other than he is described as a scruffy guy and a bit of a loose cannon, which makes me wonder how him and Zeke get along. And finally, Kim Harper, played by Tahira Sharif, who I think will be Duke's love interest, and she could be interesting because what is not shown in the trailer, but in the behind the scenes footage, is that she is a ring girl, and the actress describes her character's arc as being similar to Duke's revenge story. And we do get a shot of her dressed in dark clothing with the hood up as if she doesn't want to be recognized. So those are the main cast members I could find. I'm sure there will be more characters to talk about and get to know as the season unfolds. For example, we also know that Duke's father is also his boxing coach, so it's going to be interesting to see how that relationship is playing out. Some questions that need answers. Why did Kingsley Marshall set Duke up in the first place? What's going on with Joy and Duke? Was she with Duke before he got locked up? Where's Kingsley Marshall now? I think those are 3 questions we need to get answers to before the season ends. So that's gonna be it for this video. I'm really hyped for this show. It's been a while since we had any good sports drama, so hopefully this turns out to be a good story. I plan on covering this show all season with episode and trailer breakdowns and any news that comes out regarding Fightland. And if you stuck around this long, I really appreciate it. I know your time is valuable, so thanks for watching. What do y'all think? Are you looking forward to the show? Please leave your questions and comments down at the bottom. Do me a favor and be one of the homies by liking the video and subscribing to my channel. Thanks again, be safe, and peace out.